terrible lighting. There we go. Really hitting my stride out here, door dashing. Check this out, dude. First time sighting in my life. Top 10 worst ideas I've ever had in my life. I'm out here dashing. Watch this. Bad idea number 1. Park bike in the middle of the road. There it is. Oh, this is so stupid. Part 2. Find the skunk. Or he's under a car. Oh, I think I missed him. That was low-key a huge bummer. I'm so mad that I missed that. Swear on my life, first time I ever seen a skunk, you know, obviously in the wild. Oh man, I'm gonna try to be better about documenting that kind of stuff. But right now I actually have no clue where I'm at. But I'm making a trip back to campus. Got my dashes paused right now. I've had a crazy route today. I went like 30 miles per hour down this hill, basically nonstop, no brakes. It was pretty freaking sweet. I'll put a picture up maybe if I remember. Actually, I definitely will. Put a picture of the path up here. Hopefully it'll be topographic. Okay, headed back to campus. See you soon. Okay, so I apologize for the fuzz. I don't really know how to use this thing in low light yet, or if it's capable of great low light. But on my way home, I figured out where I'm at. 2nd Ave, down by the Monongahela. I'm gonna call my research building soon. Definitely cannot see it, but that little light off the street lights, off the top right of the street lights, for me it's purple, for you it's kind of whitish, maybe a little bit of purple in there. That is, I think, Presby, or a checkpoint very near to Presby. Over here is the Bioforge. I believe they're developing it. I don't know where they're at or if it's halted or what. Essentially it's like a very forward-thinking, like innovative, big investment by the University of Pittsburgh meant to personalize healthcare. And it's still in its construction phase. I think I came by here a little bit ago and it was nothing. At the same time, the more I talk, the more I look around, there's a good chance I've never been here and I'm making all this up. So I don't know. I'll probably fact check myself in post. I'm keeping this in because it's fun. All right, who's gonna guess where I'm at right now? Yeah, a million gazillion points if you guessed. The Bob O'Connor Golf Course at night. Just came from right down there. You can't really see it. A little bit. Right down that road. We're back up here and I thought this would be a very nice spot. You see the cathedral, victory lights off in the distance. Looks really pretty on camera. Fellow biker, that was me. Can you see the little light? That was me not too long ago. I figured now would be a good time. Number 1, let's check out what I'm looking like. I'm zooming again. There we go. Now we're talking. Look at the hair, man. Oh goodness, good heavens. Okay. Figured now would be a sweet time to show my current setup with respect to DoorDash. So you know where to start with electric 750 Express. Amazing, amazing, amazing vehicle. The only thing I'm struggling with right now, of course it looks full, is the battery. So the battery, the reader itself is kind of weird. The reader itself is kind of weird. Sometimes it's correct, sometimes it's not. I really gotta learn how to vlog with this thing, it's terrible. But as far as the actual amount of battery in there, pretty freaking solid. But I'm just thinking about getting another battery so I can dash a little longer. Right now I'm about 2 hours, but for probably the past hour, I've been playing a little safer and being a little bit slower. So that's kind of impeding my progress. We got the electric lock. Very quality piece right there. It's kind of like a folding lock, I think is what it's called. And it can fold down very small. You can see that. Complete noob. What I do is swing this around my neck and I leave the key half twisted. So let me come back in the light. You can see it's half twisted right there, so it can't really fall out. So this is just easy access kind of thing, especially whenever you're just trying to get in and out of a spot. Next up, we got the helmet. This baby was purchased from a thrift store actually, which the haul I haven't given just yet, but it fits my head better than any helmet I've ever had. I don't really know how, but it does. You can see right there in the front, the little peak thing out. Same with these in the back. They just lock my head in there. Great protection as well. This is kind of a little entertainment piece. These are bone conducting earbuds. So they loop around your ears and they sit right on your ear. Here we go. And you can play music, podcasts, listen to directions, whatever it may be. But it's very nice because it's open ear. So for me, I tend to make some unsafe plays every now and again. But with those, I still hear my surroundings pretty well. Camera bag just keeps my camera safe when I'm goofing around. Additionally though, it's kind of like padding. So if I have something in my back milk crate basket here, and it's just not taking up the full place, there's a potential to maybe bump around, bounce around, I use this to stuff in here and then secure it. Next we have the Trader Joe's bag. This originally was going to be what I used for thermal isolation. It kind of turned out to be just a weird shape, especially for bags, to put in there, especially when they're kind of bulky. So what I use it for now is drinks. I kind of put a Fanta in here recently, spilled a little bit, but it was able to, for the most part, secure the drink pretty well. My final piece is a blackout curtain. Maybe a little bit unorthodox, but I had these from my last apartment. Just kind of left over. And apparently they are very good at holding the heat inside your home or keeping the heat outside. So I'm just kind of using that principle for food now. So I just basically is another one of the words that I use too much. I don't know if I said that last time, but I'll put it here and then say, imagine this is a food bag. That goes in there and then I just wrap it up just like that. And then I'm off. Every now and again, I'll put this on top and I'll pack it up there. But, let's see if I can put you down here. Hold up. Not trespassing. The vlog. Okay, yeah, but that's where I'm at right now. I'm enjoying this quite a bit. I'm having good fun. I'm exercising. I mean, considering it's an e-bike, I'm getting some pretty good exercise, especially on those hill climbs whenever I'm in low power mode. Oh, 4 minutes. I'm yapping again. But I think I'm gonna head home right now. I don't think I have any dashes left. The peak pay right now is plus 550. That's only until 12. It is probably about 11:56 right now. Today is Sunday, the Sunday before Labor Day. I don't know which day that is. Maybe the 30th or 31st of August. I think it's the 31st of August. So yeah, I'm done yapping. I don't know what's gonna show up next. Oh, also, the fanny pack. Hold up, pause. So the fanny pack, I have my front that's just for the key. And then I keep my car keys and my wallet in here also. It's just nice, easy access. Secure access too. Don't want to worry about things falling out of my pocket on such turbulent roads. Okay, enough with this PP shot. I'm out. Oh, my camera's so trash. Oh, it's so annoying. I'm sorry. We got two. We have $4. No way. Okay, I almost caught a casualty on camera. Bambi! Yeah. Alright, what's up? We're back out here with a impromptu tripod. I'm gonna show you a little Goodwill bins haul. If you're unfamiliar with the bins, essentially it's whenever a bunch of big retailers, actually this is in general bins, it's big retailers, returns, and all kinds of stuff they don't want. They just give them to these places and then they put them out in these giant bins, all unorganized, clustered, put around, whatever. It's hard, you gotta dig through it and find stuff. For the Goodwill bins, it's everything that goes to Goodwill, which as you know is donated. And then the stuff that doesn't sell at Goodwill ends up going to the Goodwill bins. And then after being at the bins, then it gets thrown away. So this is kind of the last stop on its way to the landfill. And with it being the last stop, that also means it's going to be the cheapest. So the way that they price is by weight. So I think it's $1.97 per pound of anything that you find in the bin, and I think it caps at $6.99. So, for example, if I find, you know, you're not gonna find something like that. We find something like a vacuum. Say you find a vacuum and it's 10 pounds. So typically, according to that scale, it would be about $19.97, whatever it would be. But since it caps at $6.99, it would be $6.99. So you can never pay more than $7 on anything you find in the bins. But if you really play your cards right, you can make the most of, you know, dollar per weight and then save a whole bunch of cash. So let me show you what I got. And then you can kind of guess. Hopefully maybe it's interesting to guess along with how much each thing was. I honestly don't remember. But I can tell you how much it all was at the end. So first thing I got. We'll go from traditional to non. Or I guess normal to non. First thing I got. Plastic hangers. I think I got about 6 here. It's all really needed to polish off the house. This was a great pickup because usually you gotta buy hangers in, like, you know, packs of, I don't even know, like maybe 50 or something. We only need about 6. We got 6. Very light. That's a key theme you'll find. Next would be probably second most. Probably this right here. You can see this is a car reflector screen. See, just like that. So this is a cool piece of material because not only can you use it for the car to keep your car cool down, which I may end up using it for the immediate future, although it is getting colder where I live in Pittsburgh. But it also has a very nice reflective material. And I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but with my hydroponics, the one thing that I need is a grow tent. And I don't really want to buy one because it can get up to like $60 to like $200 depending on the size and the brand and all that stuff. So I'm going to try to home make one with with very cost-effective materials. And that I'm probably going to try at some point. I don't know how soon it will be, but that'll be an eventual thing down the line. Second, in similar accordance with that, floral foam. Now, you have probably seen, actually maybe even seen on some videos, like those satisfying videos, it gets soaking wet, and they scoop out of it, they carve it, kind of, hear that? You can see it's a very stiff foam, and it holds its shape extremely well. I think the purpose of it is for some, you carve out stuff and you put flowers in there. I don't really know, but the purpose I'm going to use it for is to be a very versatile brick, like, you know, what would be a good word? Foundational piece for different crafts. The craft I have in mind right now, of course, is hydroponics. So the plan is to kind of use this as the base or chop it and then use some of it as a base. I can stick a pole in there, and then with those poles I can hold up the reflective material. Again, lightweight, high volume. I can use this for a variety of different things. Next up, this was a great pickup. I got a golf glove. This looks like it's maybe Bridgestone. I really can't tell. But it fits, you know, as far as a fit goes for a golf glove, for me it fits about as good, or I guess as snug as you can ask for. Almost perfect fit. It's great ventilation too. Right, those fingers. Now golf gloves, I know they can get a little expensive. I don't know how much this one would cost, but it's pretty freaking good condition. Again, light freaking weight. Next up, we have I've never even seen these. A wireless, I believe, hot glue gun. And you can see that it charges via USB-C right there. And it's a skinny nozzle. I've never seen it before in a hot glue gun. But you load it obviously through the back. And then you kind of do precision tasks so long as it works, of course. I haven't tested it yet, but we're going to hope. And it's extremely ergonomic. Great stuff. Final pickup. I've been actually needing a wallet extremely bad. I have an old chunky thick leather one. That thing just got so annoying to carry around, so fat, so frustrating, especially because I store just little like house keys in there.
So I was kind of looking at a Ridge wallet, expensive. Look at the knockoff Ridge wallet. By my standing, $20, I didn't want to spend it. So fortunately, I found something potentially even nicer. Check that wallet right there. Look how thin that is. Look how freaking thin that is. So I can't really hold too many cards, but I have my 2 keys in there. Another clutch part is this little like engraving. Allows me to correlate a key with that side. So these 2 keys obviously look the same. One's front door, one's back door. But now I know that the front door is always on my left-hand side by where the engraving is. I got my credit cards in there. I got my Costco cards. I think I have a total of, looks like 7 like commercial cards. 3 ID cards. Easy access. I can just take it out, tap it around the door. I'm good. I can get into buildings. 7 minutes, maybe a little longer than I expected. But we're rocking and rolling. Now for the reveal. Take a guess. Everybody put your guesses in your minds. 3, 2, 1. I spent a total of $4. $4 on everything there. Okay, that's just great financial decisions. That's half a Chipotle. And I don't really know what the word, I mean, I would guess you're probably spending, to get all that, maybe $70 to get everything. Good stuff. Saving money. That's how we do it. So check this out. Very recently, I've been wanting to really get into home ownership. I hate renting, it's the worst. So in Oakland, flip it around. In Oakland, housing is very hard to come by. It's rather affordable in some spots, but in other spots, it's just absolutely absurd. So right here, we're looking at a particular spot. I've never seen any place like this. We are in the heart of, I believe, South Oakland, like the deepest part I've ever been. Let me flip this around. Okay, that house is absolutely stunning. They got a deck, Cadillac Jeep. Okay. What a nice little hideaway. That's a beautiful spot. But, you know, we're down this hill. Oh, that's a pretty beautiful shot. Just in the middle of nowhere, dude. Middle of nowhere. Right down there, I believe, is, I saw Bates down there. Okay, I know where we're at. So, if you can see, that road right down there is going onto the 376 highway. Nice little house here. I'm gonna be honest. There's a for sale sign. Lost the time. Honestly, these are beautiful. I don't know what they are. It's like a green bean tree. How wild is that? Gigantic leaves. I don't know what kind of tree that is actually. Looks pretty tropical. I've never seen anything like that in Oakland. See if you can zoom in on that. It really does look like a green bean. Anyway, don't think we got this just right down. I don't even know where that goes to. Okay, so we're down here now. Dead end that way. And this way takes you down. Look at how I can touch the power line. How crazy is that? Here's a testament to the topographic character of this place. So the stairs that go down, right down that way. The house is like, I don't even, it's just nestled, dude. They're just nestled. Then you swing around somewhere back through there and you can see the road going down to the highway that you can maybe hear over there. You can see a lot of traffic through those trees. Check this out too. Who knows? And then the neighbor's house looks like it's maybe seen better days. Got the fridge on the back porch. Something in the doorway. It just stuff, dude. Some kind of garment. It's rubble. Stump. More rubble. Just like
Check that out, dude. I wonder if you can read that. I really can't. Check this out, dude. It's honestly a fantastic spot. Like, I love it. Just needs a lot of love. Down trees, shed that's locked up. Here it is from the back. It's honestly a wonderful spot. I really love it. I have a shot of the moon up there too. Okay, so it is locked. Check this view from the deck though. Right down there is where we were. It's pretty noisy out here, but that's the city for you. Front door is also locked up pretty good. So somebody definitely has some stake in this spot. Hard to imagine exactly what that stake is though. Very interesting. But back to this spot, I honestly like it quite a bit. I love how nestled it is, but I would be remiss to say this is exactly where people die. Alrighty crew, first weekday night dash. I'm in a road I didn't even know existed. I don't know how to navigate with these DoorDash directions. They're absolutely awful. So I might be in one of the more sketchy areas in the entire city. Looks like a horror movie. But you know me, I'm zipping along and I'm making deliveries, boys. Man, currently in the North Shore again. For whatever reason, I just have a affinity for accepting poor offers here. First one was, I don't know, maybe 3 miles for $4.25. This one was 3 miles for $6.25. That said, I just had no choice but to make a keen observation. The two people who I've delivered to in the North Shore for the lowest amount of money have been the most grateful, and just like the first one, the person who was in the hospital during the nice fan of bananas, she was like nice. This dude had one of the most like, there was just something about him. He just had such a like sparkly, beautiful energy. I don't care how that sounds. That's exactly what it was. But I just want to make that note. Sometimes those cheapest dollars are the most fulfilling. That's a beautiful thing. It's always good to notice that in life when it appears. All right, I gotta head back to the city. Maybe do one more order for the night, and then I'm headed home.
Welcome to Dashmart.
All right, so DoorDash in its infinite wisdom seems to have made a grave error. I have 3 of these giant bags to fit in one milk crate. Let's see what we can do. All right, so success. I'm kidding. We still have a whole other box. The goal right now is gonna be stuff it up in my shirt. The ancient strategy strikes again. We're off. I don't know who to contact about this. Okay, so I'm back in Oakland now. Kind of just cruising along. I'm maybe about a minute or two away from home. Just give a quick summary of the night. Crazy good night dash. Honestly, had a great time just flying around. Thank God for the Fifth Amendment, because I am gonna not indoctrinate myself. In prison. I don't know what it's called. Whatever. The thing where it's like you can't rat yourself out. Dude, I probably blew through, like, conservatively speaking, 25 red lights. It's absolutely brutal. Good bit of stop signs in there too, actually. Probably another 20 of those. Completely unreal, completely illegal. But you gotta do it for the vibes. I think I'm gonna come out to maybe $30 in an hour 40. Not great, but still I need to be disciplined. That's the real thing. I really need to be disciplined with my acceptances. I think I'm giving up on that gold dasher status or whatever, because I just don't think it's worth it. The amount of moving I'm doing, and that Dash Doormart or whatever. I had no idea that was a thing. I've never heard of that. It's pretty cool. Take forever though, dude. I was probably 10 minutes late on that. Good night, man. Good old Tuesday night. How about it? I missed peak. I'm a moron. Half that stuff wasn't even during peak. This is my whole mission. Survive, not gonna lie. I don't even know I was recording that. All right, gang. Nighty night. Well, I hope it was a good night for you because I think my car just got towed. Grave error, man. I was on a secret driveway. Okay, so that is going to be a absolute mess. And of course, I can barely see the yellow. Freak. Stupid waste of money, man. I love it, man. 265. Actually, 260. Then I had to use my card because I didn't have exact change. I only had 250 and 270. So I had to do another 4% charge on the card. No, because I used the card. I'm in terrible traffic. It's disgusting. You know, just a boneheaded move. Cost you some dollars. What are you gonna do? Definitely pretty furious at myself. Actually, the person wrote me a note on the car. The person who called it to have it towed. So I thought that was extremely thoughtful of them. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot her a text and apologize. What are you gonna do, man? I'm a freaking idiot. Yeah, that's it. Moronic. Here's a cool little moment in time. I always am fascinated anyway by when the clouds are low. You can see up on the left there, very rainy. Big chunk in the middle, very sunny. You can't see it too well, but down at the city, it's probably pouring rain. And then on this side too, see some beautiful sunny skies. And then some rather dark and angry clouds. Pretty cool, the patching. Crumbl Cookie review. Okay, I think you'll be able to see me. This week's lineup. Kentucky butter cookie. Very nice, very buttery, dense, but also pretty crunchy on the outside. Very nice. Give that baby 6.75. Second, Oreo Reese's sandwich cookie. The Oreo sandwiches are not too sweet, very crumbly, delicious. The Reese's tastes good, but it's much too light. Kind of see it there. It's almost slippery. Good. Probably in the 8.5 range. Next, I have this strawberry chocolate. Kind of a weird combination, but it works. Icing again is really light. The cookie is rather thin, dense, but it's good. We're probably in the 6 range there. Finally, a very dense Biscoff ice cream cookie. Beautifully dense.
Icing complements well. The crunchy bits on top had a nice extra layer of complexity. We're hanging out at about a 9 right there. Good week lineup.
Back out here dashing Friday night. The gods may rain upon me. There's a deer right there. Can't really see the other guy in the darkness, but slowest day ever. Actually, I've had one order. It's 0.7 miles, made $7.50. It was great money. Have not got an order since. It's been 45 minutes. So, looking like it was gonna be a good day. Look like it's not. So I decided to take a trip up to the Hill District, which is widely known as the most dangerous. You know, taking a ride. Most dangerous. I can't do it. Most dangerous part of the city of Pittsburgh, without question. Everybody fears it like it's the freaking plague. Dude, I'm telling you, I see a future in this place. Not just as for other people, but I low-key want to be here. There's a house that I'm gonna go visit right now that I saw on Zillow. That's a major fixer-upper, but it looks pretty sweet. So let me take you there. I find this quite fascinating about places like this. Kind of been forgotten to time or just ignored for various social reasons, but look at this side of the street. I don't know how well you can see it, but pretty old school buildings. This graffiti right there. I don't even know if that's graffiti, actually. It might be marketing. But it's worn down. Then right on the side of the street, perfectly beautiful houses. It's wild. I'll tell you what, you can see in the distance there, that's the city, straight away the city. I am absolutely fascinated by this place. I low-key love it. There's spots that are lost to time. Like I said, they're completely given up on. There's other spots that are beautiful, they're brand new. There's other spots that have that old school charm. It's really such a wild mix. I had no clue this place is as big as it is. It really is gigantic. I love the character. Everybody wants to talk about safety. I haven't had one scare. Obviously, I've only been here once on my bike in the middle of the road carrying nothing, so you can't really make a super honest assessment there, but I don't feel unsafe in most parts, and the other parts are only because of, like, I grew up in the suburbs, so it's very different for me. And it's not a matter of people's skin tones, it's a matter of everything looks freaking beat down and I have no idea what's going on. Aside from that, still looking for this house. Hold up. Can't see much of it, but I'm here and I'm low-key falling in love. Another pickle. No idea on this one. I had to just document this right here, so I ended up tying the 2 sleeves of my jacket onto the top, and there on the sides I ran this glove filled pocket through, and then the hoodie on this side. My phone is just a piece of junk.